Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. So we'll be taking substitution of variables for a given value. We are still under the algebraic expressions. We are under algebraic expression. Substitution of variables for a given value. What are we doing in this topic? In this topic, we are to replace variables with a given value. We are to replace variables with a given value. So let's see what will happen here. Number one, find the value of, okay, number one, find the value of the following expressions when A equal to 1, B equal to -2, and C is equal to 3. When A is equal to 1, B equals to -2, and C is equal to 3. So what are we looking for here? We are to do what we substitution means to replace. So we are to replace. So that means where you see A, replace the A with 1. Where you see B, replace the B, excuse me, excuse, replace the B with -2. And where you see C, replace the C with 3. That is what substitution means. So we substitute the variables for a given value. Now, what we must take note is that if we have something like 5a, 5a, 5a means 5 times a. 5a means 5 times a. So the 5 is multiplying. 5 times a, the 5 is multiplying with the variable. So anything the variable is, if a is 1, that means the 5 will also be multiplying with the 1. You don't just join it and say, okay, 5a, that will give me 5 1, which is no. This is 5a does not just mean 5, it is not just 5 and a, it means 5 times a. So when you substitute a for a given value, that value also will be multiplying. But the best operation to use there is the bracket. So I do recommend the use of bracket. So let's see what we have. 5a is equal to 5, you can say times, but I will use bracket. 5 bracket. Our a is what? Our a is 1. So 5 bracket 1. Remember, bracket means multiply. What is beside the bracket is multiplying whatever is inside the bracket. So 5 bracket 1 means 5 times 1, which is equal to 5. Go to number 2. Minus 3c. Minus 3c, that will be equal to minus 3 bracket c. Our c is what? 3. So what will this give us? This will give us minus times, of course, plus is here. So minus 3 times plus 3, that will give us minus 9. And then we have minus 12b. Minus 12b here. What will this give us? This will give us minus 12 bracket. Our b is what? Take note of what our b is. B on its own is carrying minus, so you must put it the way it is. Not because there is minus here and then you now forget about the minus that b is carrying. So b on its own is minus 2. So you must put the minus 2 to give us minus 2. So what are we having? We are having minus 12 times minus 2, and that will give us plus 24, which is equal to 24. Okay, and then we come to number 4. That's 7a minus 2b. That would be equal to what? So this is 7 bracket. What our a? Our a is 1, and then minus 2 bracket. What's our b? B is minus 2. So b is minus 2. So let's see. 7 times 1, that will give us 7. Take note of what is multiplying this. This minus two is one number. So minus 2 is multiplying this minus 2. So minus times minus, that will give us plus, and then 2 times 2, that will give us 4. So what do we have? That will give us 7 plus 4, which will give us 11. Okay, so we move down here. 3a minus 4b plus c. 3a 3a minus 4b plus c. That will give us 3. I think our a is 1 minus 4. Our b is 2. Sorry, our b is minus 2, and then plus c. Our c is what? Our c is 3. So c is 3. And that will give us what? That will give us 3 times 1, 3, minus 4 times minus 2, that will make it plus 8, and then plus 3. So this will give us 3 plus 8, 11, 11 plus 8, that will give us 14. Now what do we have here? A minus BC, A minus BC, that will be equal to what? Our A? Our A is 1. Our A is 1 minus what? Our B? B is minus 2, and then our C is what? 3. So 1 is just there, nothing to multiply, just 1 that is multiplying it. So that will give us 1. Now for this, minus is multiplying this and also multiplying this. So let's multiply the signs. What sign do we have here? This is plus. So this will give us minus times minus plus. Then plus times plus. That will give us plus. And then, of course, 1 is here. 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 3. That will give us 6. So we are having 1 plus 6, which will give us 7. Okay, this one says AC plus B. AC plus B. What's our A? Our A is 1, and then our C is what? 3. And what do we have? This will give us plus B is minus 2, minus 2. So this will give us 1 times 3, 1 times 3, making it 3, plus times minus, that will give us minus 2. And then our answer will be 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1. Okay, so we come down here. Excuse me. A minus B all over C. This will be equal to what? A is 1 minus B is minus 2 all over C is what? 3. And that will give us 1 minus minus, that is 1 minus times minus plus 2 all over 3. And that will give us what? That will be 3 all over 3, which is equal to 1. So we go to C square. C square will be equal to what? C square will be equal to 3 square. C is 3, 3 square, and that will be equal to what? 9. 9. And then we have a B square. Let's see. B square. B square is equal to what's our B? Our B is minus 2. So that needs to stay in a bracket, minus 2 all squared. And that will give us, remember what square is? Square means multiply that thing by itself. So minus 2 square means minus 2 times minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2. And that will give us minus times minus plus 2 times 2, 4. That will give us plus 4, which is equal to which is equal to 4. Okay, so this is what we do in substitution. We replace the variables with the given values. We replace the variables with the given values. So that's the end of substitution. So we have the activity here. Please carefully use the given to carefully substitute into the expressions carefully. You have x equals to 2, y equals to 6, and z equals to minus 3. Please, we have two activities, so pause and carefully copy them out, all the questions, and look at them, and then go to activity 2. This one, x equals to 4, y equals to 5, and z equal to minus 3. Z equals to minus 3. Please, thank you for watching this video. So we are proceeding to the last subtopic under algebraic expressions, which will be talking about word problems involving algebraic expressions. Thank you very much. Do well to like, to share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and see you in our next class.